YouTube. And here.
Last week you didn't in there on that camera
All right.
too much. So
you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a bad one to turn me in now. Okay, just say.
All right, we on, man.
You're on after this.
Yeah.
What's up, Old School?
Grab your mic.
What's up, Old School? You're tuned in to the 6 to 7 Old School Radio Hour, KUAW, LPFM 98.5 radio. Today we're back after having a pretty good show last week. We're doing the conclusion and a follow-up to Family Has Fallen.
Through our observation, probably as you have made, we've seen that we see a lot of folly. We see a lot of floundering, whether it's younger people who are looking to put together a life that it's going to be rewarding, that it's going to be financially rewarding, it's going to be socially rewarding with friends and a community. And we see an older community, or I'll just say a working community, a class that's out there trying to either provide for themselves or for others. And we might even call them elders, not old, but we're going to say elders, because that was the way the community was set up, to where we had youth who were vibrant, who had the energy to continue to lay out a social structure, and a group of elders who provided counsel, who provided example, who were still working the culture. And so Old School is to bridge the gap and to bring synchronicity back to that community. And so where did we leave off last week? We left off with the conflict in family that leaves us to this. Why? When we discussed family. Well, last week, we may have painted a rather depressing picture. We spoke of a very rich community that began to devaluate, a very rich community that was rich in culture. I was just listening today to some of my studies, and we were the brother was relaying how creativity is stifled now. I know in one of our audio books, and it'll come to me which one it was, but we discussed the lack of creativity in these days and times. We have hot political issues, and how many artists can you think of that are ready to deliver up a timely message? This was the way of the culture 30 years ago. Just when Tupac passed, that was almost the. But I'll get into that to add that there was an idea to continue to create value in the culture. And that starts from family. When your big mamas told you to come in the room, when your aunts told you to come in the room, tell them the newest dance, show them the newest dance. These were centerpieces to our family get together, whether it was playing spades and you find your favorite spade partner. See, these are the things that we miss out on when we don't have rich family gatherings, you see. So we're going to go into more detail. We're going to provide more illustration, and we're going to illuminate a little bit more this evening.
Well, I mean, I send this shout out to my cousin Lynn, but I mean, even back when we was growing up, you had the auntie that was a little bit older. We all playing out in the yard. We know she getting ready to go out on her date, but the crease to close. It was a big thing to be able to mix up the Stay Flow starch with the water, shake it up, and I mean had the creases to where when you took your pants off, they was still standing up on the floor. But I mean, those was just some of the simple things that we had, man. You really had to pay attention every day that you went out of the house on how you looked.
Yeah.
Was you matched?
Right.
Matching. Was your socks matching? Was your hair combed? All these type of things. But like you said, it was because you had so many people And no matter what house you went to, every house operated and functioned the same.
Right.
If I came to spend the night with you,
Yeah.
if you had to wake up Saturday morning before we could go ride bikes and you had to do chores and clean up, we over there was helping you.
Yeah.
But that would be the same thing that we was doing if we would have been at home. But when we go into a deeper thing, it's because what I was thinking about when I got here today. A lot of my elders came up from the South, you know, Oakwood, Texas, Corsicana, all these type of places where year in and year out, they took summer vacations and trips. And they knew that each time they saw one of these family members, love was displayed.
Right.
Even if you just had that one grandma, come here, boy, and give me some sugar. You know what I'm saying? You had to stop what you was doing to run over there, let them get that kiss.
Yeah.
Tell you again, like we said last week, how tall you were getting,
right?
How good you look. They say you've been eating your vegetables, you had muscles, and even though it didn't matter to nothing as a kid, when you ran off that porch or go back to go back and play, you knew that was love.
Yeah.
And we even probably knew so much that we thought that would never end and it would get to a point to where we are now.
Right.
So what we have to say in family is some of the ones that were before me, love was displayed everywhere.
Right.
What gives us a right to where we neglect our family like we do today?
Yes.
Basically meaning if you're not in my house and I don't see you on an everyday basis,
right?
It's just I deal with you and see you when I see you.
Yeah.
And how is that really being family? You know, how can we really go to bed at night? You know, back in my younger days when I was going through my prodigal boyhood era, you know, couldn't nobody tell me what to do. I'm ripping and running. I'm in the gangs and all that. It was brought to me one time by my uncle. He said, hey, man, why don't you get yourself together? Your auntie lays in that bed and she cries every night. And when she hears these gunshots and helicopters, she's always crying, wondering if somebody gonna call and tell her it's you. You know, and at the time, I'm so ready to get is how many of us can sleep uneasy at night knowing that back we got a brother, an uncle, an auntie, a cousin, a sister, might have marital problems. Marriage might fell apart. He don't have nowhere to. And I asked her yesterday, I said, what is it that you want for your man, or that you will want to, that you as a woman will want to be to your man? And the first thing she said is, I want to be transparent. I want to be come confide in me that I might be able to help him out. Okay, now where I'm going with that is